So all of us are talking about we're going electric and renewable energy and 1 crore solar rooftop units. We've been talking about ethanol. But are we also seriously talking about looking at oil and gas exploration afresh in this country?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I have never been reluctant or shy to admit that no matter how much of green transition we talk about, our biofuels blending has gone up from 1.4% in 2014 to 15% now. We have a target of 20% for 2030. We're bringing it forward to 2025. But Rishabhji, no matter what you do, you are still going to be dependent on fossil fuels, and you need exploration and production at least for 20 years, at least for 20 years. I'll tell you why. We have a population and a fast-growing economy. You grew at 8%, you're going to grow at 7% plus. Our rate of energy consumption overall is about 3 times the global average. But our growth of petrol and diesel, and which are coming from fossil fuel, is 7 times the global average. And the International Energy Agency has estimated that 25% of the increase in demand over the next 2 decades is going to come from India. So a fast-growing population, a large population, a fast-growing economy, and energy is the lifeline of the economy, which means if you got energy, you are growing. If you don't have energy, or if you're not using energy, it's a good sign that you're not growing. It's like that. Now you talk about electric vehicles, you talk about biofuels. I also want to bring in compressed biogas, etc. All that will happen. But believe me, it will have to happen simultaneously. You will need the crude oil for it. Today our crude oil consumption is about 5.3 million barrels a day. I see it in the next few years going up to 6, 7. And I see also the 15% becoming 20% biofuels blending. It will go up more. We are saving foreign exchange. We are helping our agriculture. But ours is a sui generis case. I think in the coming years, India will be the place where energy transition is taking place, but where the much neglected E&P of the past. So your question is a very simple one, and I've given you a long-winded reply. Yes, today we are putting more acreage under E&P. We have about 3.5 million square kilometers of sedimentary basin. The Prime Minister opened up 1 million, which was a no-go area because you had DRDO there, you had defense, other establishment. We opened it up, and I think with some actions we are taking on the administrative front, we are going to open up OALP. What is that? Open Acreage Licensing Policy, round 9 and 10. Pretty soon, that 1 million square kilometer which has been opened up will be available for prospecting. We put the data on in a repository hosted on cloud in University of Houston, Texas also.
Okay.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.